Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rachak, Kodash. The honors go out to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well. Shalom, well, Barakiam to you brothers and sisters out there. Alright, this is the brother Malachi from the Great Millstone Nashville camp. And Lord willing that this lesson is edifying to the hopeful elect. Alright, I'm going to do basically two topics, so I'm going to go for probably like 5 minutes because then I gotta put gas in this truck. I'm gonna end it, and then when I come back I'm gonna go into the second topic I got in mind. The first topic, basically is dealing with Israelite foreigners. Alright, now if you're new, you probably heard that term before, which technically speaking we're all Israelite foreigners because none of us were born in the land of Israel and none of us were even raised in the circumcision, so we're all Gentiles as well. But when we use that term Israelite foreigners, we're mainly talking about Israelites, because remember, as the scriptures say, we've been scattered. That's even in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. It's part of the curses being scattered. Israel has been all over the earth for thousands upon thousands of years. Okay, and not only that, but mingling with these other nations, because like it says in Numbers 1 and 18, all right, you are what your father is. And the craziest part to me is a lot of these camps, they know that and they understand that and they teach that, but when it comes to an Israelite looking like a so-called white man or Asian man or East Indian or, African, all of a sudden, no, that can't be it. Nah, they ain't no Israelite. Well, how not? Right, don't you know that there's people on the earth that look like another nation, that their forefathers go back to, their ancestry goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Just like you have so-called black people that their lineage goes back to a slave master who's an Edomite. So it's the same thing. All right, it's just the opposite side of it. And what inspired this lesson was, basically Captain Tazariak. He was he was under the impression, I guess, that based upon what I've seen Apostle Tahara playing of him, all of the prophecies are, like, when it's describing something, it's symbolic, right? Because he was trying to say that the MOTB is not literal, it's not a physical thing, which that's not true, right? Which that's actually the second topic I'm going to go into. That's not true at all, and if you were given the eyes to see and the ears to hear, you would understand and know that. All right, Sirach 39 and 24, these things are plain unto the holy, but they're stumbling blocks unto the wicked. Daniel 12 and 10, none of the wicked shall understand. So I don't expect a man like Captain Tazariak, or any of these other Israelite camps, or even Israelites walking around the streets. I don't expect any and everybody to understand this truth, because that's not what the Lord said was going to happen. That's not written. What is written is that the elect will understand that song, will eat the whole roll. All right, and eating the whole roll means the good and the bad. Right, because there's some scriptures that might be bitter to some people, and you know what I'm talking about. It probably comes to your mind. Well, that's what the scriptures say, and that's what the law is on it. So if you got a problem with that, then you got to take that up with the Lord, man. I didn't write it, right? I didn't write it, and I'm not playing it out either. Nobody's saying go and do that. Nobody said that. And anybody out here, and these guys who want to be about the law, but then when it comes to situations like that, oh no, well that's not what that means. Then break it down then. What does it mean? What is it talking about if it's not talking about what we're breaking it down as? You can't just say that's not what it's talking about and proceed to go on with the next topic. What the hell is it talking about then, man? Is there no law on that? And for the people that say, oh, well, when somebody does that, they're supposed to get put to death, then you're a murderer. That's not what the scriptures say is done as a form of judgment, as a form of punishment. If the woman is not married and not betrothed, the man is not going to be put to death for that, because he did not commit adultery. Nobody's advising that. Nobody's saying it was a mainstream thing that was happening. But as you can see in society today, it happens, and Esau doesn't know how to handle it. Esau doesn't know how to operate around it. Esau doesn't know how to fucking bring justice to any situation. That's why you got fucking people that will cooperate with the government and have 10 fucking murders and get off with 10 years. Because this system is corrupt. The law is slack here. Habakkuk 1 and 4. You know? So put on your fucking big boy pants, shut the fuck up, and deal with reality. Like the rest of us had to do. And it's really not hard. I didn't have no problem getting around that. You know why? Because I listened to what the apostles were saying. I looked into it for myself. And I was like, that's what it's talking about. There's no other way around it. And, you know, I might not even end up doing the topics that I got. But I'm about to put this gas in real quick. And I'll be right back. Lord willing, you know, the Spirit can remain on me. Shalom for now.